It is Friday, Menace Army.
We made it.
And the Vikings suck. Ha! Carson Wentz is a dude.
He is honestly just complete dog shit at this point in his career. I do feel bad because you could tell he was in so much pain yesterday, battling through whatever, left shoulder or arm injury he's dealing with. But oh my God, that was a tough game to watch.
It certainly was. It was not very entertaining or fun, but it was kind of went as predicted. The Chargers just whooped that ass, got to 5-3.
Yeah.
And the Vikings look like one of the worst teams in the NFL.
Man,
there you have it.
Yeah. There's your Thursday Night Football recap.
Thursday Night Football recap. We can end the show.
It's funny because when Thursday night games are good, I mean, we talked about it yesterday. Like Thursday is the weekend light, the weekend appetizer. Like Thursday night football is supposed to get you into gear for the weekend, get you ready to roll. And so far this year, Thursday night games have been electric. I mean, down to the wire.
Yeah, until this one, they've been awesome.
Oh my God! Last night, I'm like watching it. I was like, this is not getting me excited for the weekend. Like this is a snooze fest type of game. Not ideal, but we made it through. Our parlay didn't hit, unfortunately, but I had some good fantasy, outputs last night.
Yeah, I didn't even check my fantasy, but I just love Thursday night football because, like, it's the appetizer to the weekend, and you really enjoy usually a great game. Not last night. Then you wake up on Friday, you're like, fuck it, if I can grind through this day, I got high school football Friday night, high school. I got some JV football on Saturday, college football, NFL football, Monday night football. It's like we are here.
This is the kickstart to the nice 5-day stretch you got ahead.
So this is a big matchup in our Menace to Sports Fantasy League.
Okay,
because I'm 6-1 in second place,
and I'm 6-1,
6-1, and I'm playing 7-0 first place. Cameron, my son.
Oh, no way.
So
damn, you guys are fucking running this league.
I mean, I had Keenan Allen. He only had 8 points, but Cam had TJ Hawkinson, who only had 4.6.
Yeah.
So right now it's 50-50 who's going to win. I need Jackson Dart to go off.
Yeah, I need to pick it up. I'm only 3-4 in that league. And part of it was that I refused to start odd year Dak for the first part of the year because I had Jalen Hurts, and now I'm fully on board with odd year Dak. So
love it.
But I got a bunch of guys questionable this week. There's one league that I'm in where my whole entire bench is people that are either on bye or hurt. If you go to my one league, Kenneth Walker bye, Kyron Williams bye, Marvin Harrison Jr. bye, Jameson Williams bye, Kyler Murray bye, Nico Collins hurt.
Golly, boy,
my bench is atrocious this week. So
it's a crazy thing they do, Pat. When you draft guys, like it says on the app, like right there, what week their bye is.
All right, but do you ever actually check that?
I always do.
Maybe that's one of my downfalls. I never look at that.
Dude, I look at it when I'm down to 2 players for I need to draft a receiver in the 4th round. I'm down to 2 players. I'm like, if that's usually the decision maker for me.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, should I take Keenan Allen or whoever? It's like, damn, I already have 2 players with a bye week 8. I don't want a 3rd one, so I'll pick the other guy.
That's that. You know what?
Well, that's how some of us are 3-4 and some of us are 6-1.
That's fair. That's fair.
It looks like you're about to go 3-5.
Hey, whoa. I got a 45% chance to win. So
who are you playing?
I'm playing Nick.
Oh yeah.
His team is 2-5.
All right, you got a chance.
So yeah. Oh, sorry. No, I have a 55% chance. I thought it was 45. It's reversed. So yeah, he had Ladd McConkey and Jordan Addison go last night. Both scored touchdowns, but he started the Vikings defense that got him -2 points. So I got lucky there.
Yes, you did. I would never start the Vikings defense.
Yeah, no. In one league, I started the Chargers defense, so that helped big time last night. But how's your week going?
It's good, man. It's a Friday. I'm excied for tonight. Olentangy Orange and Levi Davis are coming to Liberty in a rivalry game that probably is going to get. It's probably going to be put on the hub. I don't know if you can say that up because they're underage, but I mean, Orange is going to go BTA. Okay, I have a feeling, but it's good. Cam's actually. I just got a notification. Cam's actually getting his wrist X-rayed right now.
Shit. Okay.
He finally he played some defense last game and he made a tackle and landed on his wrist weird and it might be fractured. So that's what we got going. So we might have a casted high school kid.
Okay.
Come the end of this show.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for the games. I'm excited for the Buckeyes have a bye.
I know it's always weird. I don't know how to act on Saturdays during an Ohio State bye week. Like it's just everything's thrown off. My day's all out of whack. So, and it's even weirder. We were talking about it before the show. There's no good Big Ten games to watch
None
this weekend.
I mean, if you want to buy into the UCLA hype, they're 4-0 in their last 4 games. Then Indiana traveling to UCLA is probably the best game other than that, I mean, Michigan State, Washington, Illinois is not terrible.
Yeah.
So it's still going to be a good weekend. The SEC has some bangers, and obviously the NFL, which is what we're here to talk about,
absolutely
always is going to have bangers because that's what they do. The Browns got to travel to New England and take on a Patriots team who's doing really well.
Fucking red hot.
We have a chart I'm going to show you. They've played the hardest schedule in the NFL and have the hardest remaining schedule in the NFL, both. Yet somehow they're still really good.
Yeah.
It almost tells you they're better than their record, which is kind of scary. But the Browns get to try to shut down Drake May and this ridiculous Patriots team, and we're here to talk about it. So let's get it going. Lukey, let them know what time it is, Bubba. It is. They need to level up.
I think we have some freaks in Menace Army.
I'm okay with that. Go watch the fucking film. But I appreciate you for riding with us, Menace Army. Menace out.
Menace Army! Let's get to the show!
Let's get to the show.
Let's get to it. I don't want to spend too much time talking on it, but Thursday night football game has a couple notes I want to get to. One of them being that tight end for the Chargers looks like he might be the real deal.
Yeah.
Last 3 games, he's popped off going for
you
over
hit
300
the nail on the head
yards.
on that one.
Yeah, he's been.
Because you had him to score too, right?
No, I honestly I should have. I debated it. I just took his receiving yards, which was low. It was only at 42.5. I think he cleared it. He almost cleared it on the first drive. I think he had 30 yards on the Chargers' first drive. Ended with 5 catches for 77 yards and a touchdown. But he's been balling out the last 3 weeks. He's had over 300 receiving yards. One of only 3 tight ends to do that in the NFL in a 3-game stretch by a rookie. Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts are the only 2 rookie tight ends to put up those kind of numbers. So the future's bright for this kid Gadsden. I had to look it up. I didn't realize he went to Syracuse.
Yeah.
And
what do you mean? I looked it up on the show yesterday for you.
Oh, did you say that yesterday?
You said, where did he go to college? And I looked it up and told you.
Oh, shit. I must have missed that.
Oh, Pat.
But my buddy who went to Syracuse, he was telling me, him and Kyle McCord had kind of like elite chemistry last year. So, and he's a Chargers fan now too. So he's been all aboard the Gadsden hype. But he looks like the real deal. The Chargers offense, I mean, shit. Ladd McConkey had a big game with a touchdown. Keenan Allen did his thing. Justin Herbert did his thing. Kamani Vidal, their backup running back, balled out for over 100 yards on the ground and a touchdown. The Chargers offense looks really good, and their defense balled out. This looks like a team. Now, I know the Vikings have really struggled as of late, but this looks like a Chargers team that could maybe surprise some people come playoff time and kind of take down some of the big dogs in the AFC.
Yeah, I mean, they look good. Again, you don't want to overreact. It was the Vikings, and the Vikings are terrible, but they look like the real deal.
Yeah. No, they really do. They still got beat up a little bit last night, and they've been dealing with injuries all year long. Last night, they lost Derwin James, Tony Jefferson, Mekhi Becton, and Tareeb Steele, all due to injury. So still banged up. They got Joe Alt back last night, which was big for them. The Chargers are a team that if they can find a way to be healthy come playoff time, they're a team that I like. I think their defense is really solid. Khalil Mack and that pass rush got all after Carson Wentz yesterday. And it makes me wonder that, oh boy, J.J. McCarthy might be in trouble behind that Minnesota offensive line when he comes back, which it seems like at this point is probably going to be next week because Carson Wentz was in pain all last night.
Yeah, it did not look good, and they definitely need something. Whether J.J. McCarthy's any good or not, we don't know, but I mean, they'll take anything at this point.
No,
I mean, and you look at the Chargers, started off insanely hot, right? Beat the Chiefs, beat the Raiders, beat the Broncos, and then since that game against the Broncos, they've got 2 wins against the Dolphins and Vikings. Two of the worst teams in the NFL. They lost to the Colts, lost to the Commanders, and lost to the fucking Giants.
Yeah, couple of head scratchers there.
Yeah, they got to go to Tennessee this weekend, and then, next weekend, I guess. And then I don't want to say it lightens up. It's a mediocre schedule.
Yeah, I think I was looking at it last night, and they're 5-3 right now.
Yeah,
and you look at it, and they're probably sitting at 7-5 at a minimum after the next 4 games. So I think the Chargers will definitely be right in the thick of things in the playoff mix, and also that division, because like you said, they started the year 3-0, all 3 wins against divisional opponents. So they're going to have the tiebreaker over the Chiefs and Denver right now.
Yeah.
For that final spot, for that AFC West spot.
Yeah, you look at it. They got to go to Tennessee. You assume that's a win. Steelers at home. That's a toss up either way. At Jacksonville, I guess that's a toss up on the road.
I think that's a win. The way
I
the
hope
Chargers
so.
played last night.
I hope so. And then the Raiders at home. So you figure that's three wins in the next 4, getting them to 8 wins.
Yeah, 8 and 4.
But then their finish is not easy. All those games they won early in the year, now they're on the road. They get the Eagles at home. So that's the one benefit of that is that's the one game that is at home. Then they got to go in Arrowhead, at Dallas. Texans at home probably is a 9th win. And then at Denver.
Tough spot.
A tough finish the last 5 games to try to get those 1 or 2 wins to make the playoffs.
Yeah, it'll be they're going to be one of those teams that'll be, right in the thick of it down the stretch. And I'm excited to watch them. It was funny. I was texting my buddy this morning, again, as a Chargers fan. And I hate that Jim Harbaugh is their head coach because I really like a lot of the players on the Chargers. They're kind of a fun team to root for. I just can't in good conscience fully get behind a team with Jim Harbaugh as the head coach.
Nope.
Can't do it. The Vikings, their season is in turmoil.
Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, it's over,
right?
Yeah, it's over. You're hoping for a better draft pick at this point.
Yeah. The defense looks like shit. The offensive line is trash. JJ McCarthy is not 100% healthy and looks, is probably going to have to be quarterback 1 next week just because Carson Wentz can't take much more of a beating in order to stay healthy. So I think we're going to see McCarthy next week. And the way he, played in those first 2 games this year doesn't leave, much to be excited about for Minnesota fans.
Not at all. I mean, and good luck at Detroit. Oh, then you got the Ravens. Lamar should be back.
Yeah.
The Bears, maybe a dub. I mean, you beat them the first game on the road in Chicago. Then at Green Bay.
That's another L.
At Seattle.
That's another L.
Commanders at home.
Who knows with the Commanders, but yeah, it's a bad deal for Minnesota. It's going to get ugly real quick. I guess we can throw this chart up now because
this chart is crazy.
Yeah.
So what you see is the actual logo, not the orange one, but the actual logo is the strength of schedule that the team has already played. The orange is the strength of schedule of their remaining schedule. So you look at the Patriots up top, which is wild. They have I think it's the hardest schedule to date and also the hardest remaining, which just speaks volumes.
No, sorry. You're reading it the other way around.
Am I? Oh, you're right. Yeah. That's what I originally thought it was.
Yeah,
so the Patriots have played the easiest schedule in the NFL and have the easiest schedule remaining also.
Schedule. So you look at this and it's like, damn, the Patriots are almost a lock to win the AFC North, and
Absolutely.
the AFC East, and at least make a playoff spot as a wild card team.
And what's crazy is look at Baltimore,
Mm-hmm.
5th easiest schedule to date, absolutely abysmal record, and they have the toughest schedule remaining.
The toughest schedule remaining.
Wild.
So everyone that thinks that when Lamar comes back, the Ravens are going to get going, not so fast.
Not so fast.
I don't know. I'm looking at this. That's one of the biggest takeaways.
It sucked. Look at the Jets and the Saints, who are fucking awful also.
Mm-hmm.
2nd and 3rd easiest schedule in the NFL, and then they have a much tougher stretch coming.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you could throw the Browns in there too. Oh, no. So we are reading this wrong. Past strength of schedule is what. No. The orange one is what the past strength of schedule is. So the Ravens have had the 32nd hardest schedule. So they've had the hardest, and then now it's the 5th easiest.
Gotcha.
There we go.
There we go. It's fucking. Hey, we're not very smart, but the chart is cool though.
It is cool.
So hold on. So the Patriots have had. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter, orange or colored.
They're the same.
Easiest and easiest.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, because I was looking at it now, and then I'm like, wait a second. How do the Vikings have the easiest remaining schedule? We just went through it. Yeah. But no, the Vikings had the easiest schedule. They're now sitting at 3 and 4, and now the toughest remaining schedule.
There we go. We figured it out. All right. Sorry about that. It's we shouldn't do morning shows. We should do evening shows, I guess.
Well, honestly, we looked at that. You sent me that graph 2 minutes before the show started, so I didn't even get a chance to fully unpack it.
And I had it right, and then whatever. You guys got it.
We got it.
We got it. We got there eventually.
Exactly. I do want to get a commercial break, Zach, and then dive into the remainder of the matchups this weekend. We got a lot of good games this weekend, including the Browns Patriots, which we'll get to our breakdown at the end of the show here. But I guess drop your comment, drop a prediction below, score prediction for the Browns Patriots game. What do you think that final score is going to be? And like the video while you're here, Pound Town members.
Absolutely. Get it done. Like the video. We'll be right back after this. All right, Menace Army. Who likes money? I love money. That cashish in the bank. And I got a great app that I use, and it's phenomenal. I use it, and you should too. It's called Upside. It gets you cash back on daily essentials like gas, groceries, dining. There are over 100,000 gas stations, grocery stores, and restaurants on the Upside app, ensuring that cash back is always just around the corner. And yes, it's real cash back. It's not points. It's not rewards. It's not credits. It is actual money you can transfer straight to your bank account. You can claim an offer right now when you're buying on Upside. They then pay as usual. All you have to do is claim and pay as usual with a credit or debit card. Follow the steps in the app, and you get paid. You earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other product. That includes loyalty programs, credit card rewards, you name it. Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. To find out how much you could earn, download the free Upside app and use promo code Menace to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas using promo code Menace. Go check it out and start saving money. Menace Army, are you sick of all the subscriptions that you pay for, whether it's Netflix, Amazon Prime, Peacock? Everyone hates the cock, right? Never mind YouTube TV that came out and it was cheap and affordable. Now they've jacked the price up. Not only that, you can't get all the games. I got the perfect solution for you. It's a box. It's called getabox.com. This is absolutely legit. People always ask, is this for real? Like, is this thing legit? Look in the comments of this YouTube episode. People that have bought them rave about them. And it's real. I'm going to show you what they look like. You plug this box in and you got everything. Here's the video. There's the apps. Heat Live. Boom. Go to it. What do you want to watch? Any game out there. There's every channel. ABC from every city. You could go look at the categories on the left. You can go to sports. That's all the national channels. Anything you could want. Just as I scroll down here, you want to go to all the baseball games on? Go to MLB. Boom, there they are. You want to go to the NBA, NHL, pay-per-view events, ESPN Plus, you name it. It's all there. Every show, every game, every movie ever made. I didn't even show you any movie that's ever come out. This is not a scam. It's legit. It's for real. And it is a game changer. Cancel all those stupid ass subscriptions and go to getabox.com and use promo code Menace. You get $25 off. And you only have to buy it once. You can cut the cord on all those subscriptions and just watch everything you want on the box for free after you buy it. Go to getabox.com right now. Promo code Menace. Get $25 off and cut those subscriptions out. Cut them out. It's an easy fix.
Cut them out.
Just buy a box, get $25 off, and then you never pay for a subscription again. It's beautiful.
Easy money. Easy money. All right, Zach, I want to dive into this weekend slate, starting with America's game of the week, the Cowboys versus the Broncos. Found this nugget interesting. The Cowboys are just 2-7 versus the Broncos since 1992, including losers of 7 straight dating back to 1998.
That's crazy.
Do we think an 8th straight loss to Denver is coming for,
absolutely.
For Dallas?
Absolutely it is. In Denver, that defense?
In Denver, that defense. But you got to remember, it's odd year Dak.
I know it is, but let's not forget Dallas's defense is absolute garbage.
That is a good point.
I mean, it's like, odd year Dak. It's like, cool, dude. Is he playing safety?
Yeah.
Like that. This Dallas defense is brutal.
Yeah, it's in rough shape. Denver's only a 3.5-point favorite despite being at home. So I do wonder if Vegas is like an odd year Dak a little more. And honestly, this is a Denver defense that kind of struggled last week. I know they got the win, but it was thanks to 33 points by their offense in the fourth quarter. I mean, Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo and them, they were hooping on that Denver defense a little bit.
I mean, no doubt about it. But this Dallas defense has the lowest PFF grade as a unit. I mean, 32nd behind the Raiders, the Dolphins, the Bengals. Like,
yeah, it's a bad deal.
Deal.
I also think Denver's going to win. And I'm debating because we talked about it earlier. I have Dak in fantasy, and I'm debating starting him or not, just because he's going against Denver. But I feel like I'm at the point now.
Yeah, the game script might work in your favor, though.
It might, and also I can't not start a guy who's had 4 straight games of 3+ touchdowns and no picks. So I'm going to ride with it. Hopefully Dallas at least puts up some points. But you're right. I think Denver takes the dub there. If you look at the whole slate this weekend, I was going through it, and it feels like there's a lot of games this weekend where, to me, seems like a no-doubter, like should be victory for certain teams. I went through it and I built a little 7-leg parlay.
Oh shit.
And I'm sitting here thinking, who fucks it, right? First of all, you've got the Falcons over the Dolphins. I think that is a guarantee for the Falcons.
Yes.
We saw Miami last week. They looked terrible. The Bengals, the way they looked against the Jets are awful. They haven't won a game yet.
And in Cincinnati,
I think the Bengals are for sure getting a dub. As much as I hate to say it, the Patriots at home, they're getting a win over the Browns. That's a no-brainer. You look at Buffalo against Carolina. To me, another no-brainer. Buffalo, even on the road, should get that win. You look at Tampa Bay on the road in New Orleans, but still, I'm trusting Baker and the boys. I know that Tampa Bay's kind of hurt, but they should get that done.
Yep.
You look at Indianapolis against the Titans.
Minus 14.5.
Minus 14.5.
That's insane.
And then where was the other? Oh, Philly against the Giants. I know the Giants got the win, the upset win over Philly a couple weeks ago, but no way Philly loses twice to the Giants in the same season.
No, and in Philly, no shot.
And they're home. So that's a 7-leg parlay we just built for plus 430 odds.
And
it's like a no-brainer.
It's
right?
all favorites, but I mean, you're talking minus 7.5 point favorites.
Yeah, I mean, almost the only ones that aren't are Tampa Bay is 4.5, and then like you said, the Colts are 14.5. Zach, who fucks up this parlay? Because that to me, that's a 7-leg free money parlay, and I know there's nothing, there's no free money in the NFL, but to me, I love all 7 of those games. Like I don't see.
Yeah, I'm with you. Hey, let's get a quick commercial, Pat.
Oh yeah,
we're a little early, but we'll be right back after this. All right, Menace Army. This is a kind of a urgent PSA. I've been talking about it all year. Awaken 180 weight loss changed my life. I lost 30 pounds in 6 weeks. It was glorious. And then my brother signed up end of August. It hasn't even been 2 months, and he just officially is done with the weight loss program. He lost over 34 pounds in under 2 months, and he's now going off into maintenance. You should see him. He looks incredible. I might bring him on so you can see the transformation. It's been outstanding. It is so doable. That's the best way to call it. It's doable. It takes a little discipline, but the best part is you get a coach, a personal coach. You check in once a week. They send you a scale. Your coach gets all the data. It's forced accountability. They deliver 4 out of your 5 meals, so it's easy to follow, and it works. 5 pounds a week on average, and you only have this month, the month of October, to go do your consultation to learn more about it for free. Usually I think it's $25, but for the month of October, it's a free consultation. I'm urging you to go do the consultation and hear about Awaken 180 weight loss. It is a game changer, a life changer. I'm a different human being right now because of Awaken 180 weight loss. I don't know how much more emphasis I needed to put on how great this is. Go to awaken180weightloss.com right now. Sign up for that free consultation, and it will change your life. It's a forced accountability. It's the discipline is there. The habits you develop, you start feeling more energy and more alive. The first couple weeks, drop 10 pounds. If you do it right now, you'll be down 40 pounds by Christmas. Think about that. What the holidays will feel like if you're 40 pounds down. Go to awaken180weightloss.com right now. Sign up for a free consultation and change your life. It worked for me. It worked for my brother. It'll work for you too. All right, there you go. Sorry. We had to do it early because I had to confirm that Cam could get treated. I'm like, dude, just take the x-ray.
Yeah, some quick stuff, quick business to take care of. All right, Zach, back to the 7-leg parlay. Who's fucking me on this? Falcons, Bengals, Patriots, Bills, Eagles, Bucks, Colts.
I feel like the Bengals might be most likely.
Oh, okay.
I think the Bengals win. The Jets are absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe Jackson Dart has a day and pulls off an upset win in Philly. I think everyone's going to hit. So I really can't see what game is not.
Again, the one maybe concern I have is, and it sounds crazy to even say it, but Buffalo, there's talk about maybe they're a little fraudulent. Their defense hasn't looked great. They're on the road in Carolina. Bryce Young has had his moments now over the last 2 years where he looks like, the number 1 overall pick. So I don't know.
It just feels like Josh Allen's 7-0 after a bye week, and they're coming off a bye. They're on a 2-game losing streak. Like it feels like they're gonna bounce. They're gonna get the win to start moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
Bye week, Josh Allen's record off a bye week, and the fact that they need to snap this little losing streak they're on. I can't imagine that's the one that's gonna fuck you.
Yeah. So
honestly, the one that probably will fuck you is the Browns somehow, some way.
I mean, it's funny
when we don't want them to win, they're gonna go into New England and pull off an upset.
Oh, 100%. And it's like to me, this seems like a no-brainer dub for the Patriots, but I shouldn't say that, right? Because when you have a defense like the Browns, any game is winnable.
And that's the problem. If Dillon Gabriel doesn't turn the ball over and the Browns play lights out like they did against the Dolphins, and I know the Dolphins and Patriots are very different beasts, but we watched them against the Joe Burrow Bengals, the good Bengals offense. I mean, we've seen them against good offenses.
You've seen them shut down. Green Bay's offense got shut down.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just they're capable.
Yeah.
And if Dillon Gabriel doesn't turn the ball over and they create a couple turnovers, the Browns will be right in this game.
So watch it. That 7-leg parlay is all going to get fucked by Cleveland.
In a world where you're a Cleveland fan.
Exactly. And you know what? If that happens, then I did a service to the Browns. You know what? My loss of a parlay resulted in a Browns win. So,
which in the end of the day is not what we want.
Hey, well, no, I still am of the belief that this is the week that will officially determine the rest of the Browns season, in a sense, what to actually root for. Because I think at 2-5, the way the division is right now, if they beat the Patriots, oh shit, that's a good Patriots team. We're now 3-5. The Steelers are sitting at 4-2. They have a tough game against Green Bay this week. If they were to lose, we'd be one game back in the win column from the division lead.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we've talked about this schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, coming off the bye week, which is next weekend. I mean, they sneak a third win here. They got games that I think absolutely are wins that they could fuck up. At the Jets in New York, at Vegas, the Titans at home. I think they can win at Chicago with this defense they have.
Yeah.
That's 4 more. You're looking at 7 wins. Don't let them sneak a win in some of the tougher games. I mean, they get the 49ers at home. They could beat the 49ers at home.
I absolutely think they could. They beat the 49ers a couple of years ago, and that was a better 49ers team than this one currently. So
absolutely.
I don't know. Again, this is after this weekend, we'll be able to fully kind of cement which direction we want to see the Browns go in the rest of the year. If they can pull out a win, I'll buy back into, all right, maybe a playoff spot isn't out of reach just yet. But if they lose, then it's all right. Let's stop fucking around. We gotta lock in here, and just lose the rest of the way. There are some good games this week, and I kind of went through the games that I think are going to be non-competitive, but there are some good ones that I want your thoughts on. Green Bay versus Pittsburgh, the Sunday Night Fest. Aaron Rodgers, the return against Green Bay.
Yeah.
You think the game is in Pittsburgh, so do you give Pittsburgh the advantage here against Green Bay, or do you think the Steelers kind of showed the flaws that they have last week, especially on defense against the Bengals?
Yeah, I mean, I think this Steelers team is intriguing and interesting, right? I think Aaron Rodgers has provided him some form of a spark offensively, but it hasn't been great. I mean, they have the 18th best passing offense in the NFL. It's not like he's lighting it up.
Yeah. And
this Pittsburgh defense is not what it usually is. And I feel like we've said that about a lot of teams, but they literally have the 30th best overall defense in the NFL, the 31st best passing defense, the 18th best rushing defense, 19th best scoring defense, 25th best third down defense. They're just middle of the pack to below average.
Yeah.
And Jordan Love and this Green Bay offense are pretty legit.
We see what they can do when they're firing on all cylinders there. I also like Green Bay this weekend. I think, if they do pull it out, Rodgers is going to have to throw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, kind of what he did last week against the Bengals, but it just wasn't enough. The Bengals offense was just too good.
Yeah.
So again, I kind of feel like that game is going to play out in a similar fashion, and Green Bay's defense is a hell of a lot better than Cincinnati's defense. So I do like Green Bay in that one. Another one to keep your eye on is San Francisco at Houston. A big game, especially for Houston, that, again, is trying to slowly right the ship. I know they won 2 in a row before losing last week on Monday Night Football to Seattle. This seems like almost a must-win for the Texans.
It really is. Sitting at 2-4. They got to get it going.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you get the 49ers at home, and they're 2.5 point favorites. So Vegas likes them in the game. I think CJ Stroud's got to get shit going. He's got to level up, step up, like be a dude.
And it's going to be tough because the thinking is that Nico Collins is going to be out. He hasn't practiced this week and remains in concussion protocol. So it's unlikely that he'll be playing on Sunday. That leaves the Texans receiving core with Jaden Higgins, Jalen Noel, and Xavier Hutchinson are the three main wideouts for Stroud. So he'll have his work cut out for him. But San Francisco, on the other hand, is looking to be without Brock Purdy yet again. It'll be Mac Jones. And we've talked about how Houston's defense is legit. Yeah. I think they can make life a nightmare for Mac Jones back there. So I do think Houston can pull out this win.
No, they can. I mean, obviously Vegas has them favored.
Yeah.
I think the Mac Jones effect is probably enough. I mean, like you said, the defense is legit. The Texans defense is legit.
Yeah. And again, we've seen Mac Jones kind of ball out surprisingly this year, but I don't know. It just seems like that fairy tale is going to come to an end against Houston. Mm-hmm. So I also like Houston this weekend. Another one to keep your eye on, in part because it has, divisional impact for the Browns, but that Chicago-Baltimore game.
Yeah.
Baltimore's currently 6.5 point favorites. However, there's still uncertainty around Lamar's availability this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it comes down to, right?
Yeah.
If Lamar plays, I like Baltimore in the game. But with it being questionable, part of me wants to take the Bears plus 6.5.
That's what I'm saying.
Because if Lamar plays, I think Chicago still could win the game with as bad as Baltimore's defense is. And if he doesn't play, that seems like a lock.
Yeah. So he's had limited practices both Wednesday and Thursday this week. And Todd Monken, offensive coordinator, said that, he's looking good and he's taking a step forward, but hasn't committed to him being fully ready to go this weekend. To me, you almost have to rush Lamar back at this point if you're Baltimore, if you want to save the season. Because again, this is a game with the current state of Baltimore's defense. You can't take Chicago lightly. They're firing on all cylinders on offense. So
I know, and I hate to say it, but it's true. Like, you know me, if there's one team that I want to struggle offensively, it's the Bears, because I can't stand Caleb Williams.
Fuck Caleb Williams. But yeah, him and Ben Johnson, that whole offense is cooking over there. Baltimore kind of needs this win badly to stay relevant at home against Chicago.
Oh my God, dude! If they don't win this game, it's cooked.
The season's over. You can't go 1-6 and bounce back from that. I know.
No, 1-7 at that point.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and so that kind of wraps up our whole.
I mean, but Pat.
Oh, well, it is it.
If the Ravens can beat the Bears, they're going to go on a 5-game winning streak. They're going to be 6-4 like that. Or 6-5. I mean, they got the next after that game. They go to Miami and the Dolphins.
That's a win.
At the Vikings.
That's a win.
At the Browns.
Should be a win.
Jets at home.
Yeah.
That's 5 in a row. If they get the Bengals at home, the Steelers at home. I mean, you're talking about they absolutely could get back in this thing.
They absolutely could. This is, again, kind of a must-win game for them to kind of kickstart things and put them into gear. But you got to remember, this defense is pretty bad. So a lot of those games, I'm not going to say it's a fully guarantee for Baltimore until I see improvements from their defense. More so than getting Lamar out there. That Baltimore defense needs to return to the Baltimore defense that we've seen throughout the last 20 years, right? That's what they're known for, is their good defense. But yeah, this is a big game for them. I do want to get another commercial break here, Zach, and then break down our very own Browns versus.
This is a super early commercial break, right?
Well, our whole thing got.
Yeah, it did get fucked up. My bad. I had to take a call from the doctor.
Yeah.
But we'll still talk NFL football for an hour, so don't you worry. We'll be right back after this. All right, Menace Army, I don't know about you, but life's stressful. And sometimes you need to take the edge off. I've traditionally been a bourbon guy. I have a couple bourbons after a long, stressful day to unwind. But I wanted to cut back on drinking. And did you know people now consume cannabis more than alcohol? Maybe it's because there's no hangover, whatever the reason. Cornbread Hemp just launched these incredible THC seltzers that I highly recommend. They're my go-to when I want to unwind. If I want to have a drink, I'm going with a Cornbread Hemp seltzer because they're not only outstanding, but they're perfect. 5 milligrams of THC per seltzer. They're amazing. And their flavors are unparalleled. Blueberry Breeze, peach iced tea, raspberry limeade, and salted watermelon just hit. They just hit. And right now, Menace Sports listeners can save 30% off your first order and enjoy free shipping on orders over $75. Head to cornbreadhemp.com/menace and use code menace at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/menace. Code menace, cornbread hemp. This is the good life. There we go. Cornbread hemp. I enjoyed 2 last night.
Oh, a little double up.
Yeah, the 5 milligram seltzers. One of them, you just calm down. The second one is perfect.
I got to build up my tolerance because I had one. They have them. It's crazy. They have those THC seltzers on draft now at some places.
Oh yeah,
and I had one.
Isn't that crazy? The world we live in.
Oh my god!
You go to a bar and get high.
Also, my thing is that this is like a couple months ago. My buddies had like 2 of them, and they were like tall pours. And I'm like, damn, that's like, who the fuck knows how many? I don't know, but it seems like that hit you much harder than. Like alcohol, I don't know. It seems wild to me, the whole concept.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is crazy. All right. I want to break down the Browns. We got a big game against New England this weekend. Talking about it earlier. This is kind of the game that's going to set the tone for the rest of the year, right? You finally get the huge monkey off your back. You scored 31 points last week against Miami. If you could find a way to beat the Patriots on the road, you turn the season around real quick. You're sitting at 3-5. We've talked about how this division is still up for grabs. No one's really taken it so far. I want to, ask you, Zach, what are your keys to victory for the Browns heading into this weekend versus New England? What are the Browns?
Well, I think it all comes down to the Browns offense. It always will. I mean, obviously, if the defense doesn't play like they have, there's no shot that the Browns win. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying they need to have 3 turnovers and a touchdown, but they just need to shut down New England, whatever that means. Maybe they get 1 turnover and they keep them out of the end zone, low scoring game, hold them to 17 points. That feels like the threshold that the Browns can hope to exceed that 17-point mark that we didn't do for the last year and a half until this past game. And the Patriots defense is kind of perfectly built for the Browns offense, though.
That's kind of what I was looking at.
I mean, they have the 3rd best rushing defense in the NFL, so it's going to be hard to run the football on them with our offensive line. 24th best passing defense in the NFL, but we can't throw the fucking ball. I mean, we have the 30th passing offense in the NFL.
Yeah, something's got to give this weekend.
Their weakness fits right into our weakness. It's like, well, they don't have to be great because we suck at it. Mm-hmm. And we're not a great rushing offense because our line sucks, but we're committed to it. We have a really good backfield.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. I mean, 3rd best rushing defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
77 yards a game.
Crazy. Now, I feel like a lot of that also has to do with game script, which is where, again, they're sitting at 5-2, winners of 4 in a row. The opponents have had to throw the ball more against them because they've been down in those games. But because of the weakness in, New England's secondary and their coverage, is this a game where we finally see the breakout of Dillon Gabriel and kind of see, a step in the right direction in terms of pushing the ball downfield?
I hope so. I mean, is Kevin Stefanski still calling the plays?
As far as I'm concerned,
last I checked, he was.
Yeah.
I don't trust it. I don't think we will, but I think we have to at some point. I think at some point we got to see Dillon Gabriel push it down the field and open it up, because that was the biggest knock on him coming out of Oregon was he was a low A-dot merchant. He didn't throw the ball down the field. He had the lowest average depth of target in Power 4 football. He did not push it down the field at Oregon. That was my biggest concern on him. And now he gets to Cleveland, and guess what he's doing? Dead last in average depth of target in the NFL.
Yeah, and now, he's not completing the ball either.
No, he's not. Throws. And I mean, we can say that's what he was. That's par for the course. But Joe Flacco was the dead last in the NFL until he went to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, this is kind of a Stefanski stat more so than whoever the quarterback is stat. So I'm hoping we can open this shit up a little bit.
Yeah, I do want to bring this quote up from Tommy Rees, who had some media availability yesterday. He was asked about, what the Browns can do to try to unlock the passing game that's been struggling all year long. Tommy Rees said this. He said, "We just got to go trust it. We got to put Dillon Gabriel in the right spots to see the coverage, trust what he's seeing, and for him to let it go. That starts with us as coaches. We got to put him in the right positions. We have to put him in the right positions during the week to make sure he has confidence in those plays. Throughout camp and throughout the preseason, he was not trigger shy on that kind of stuff. I still don't think he is. We just have to give him the right looks and make sure that we're preparing him to trust those things that he sees."
So basically, that means he's missing some throws that he should be making.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking accuracy.
Mhm.
I'm talking about when they get a specific play against a specific look, he might be missing where the ball should go.
Yeah.
And so they're talking about they really need to give him those looks so that he goes in the game. And when he sees that look in the game, he already worked on it all week. It's just muscle memory, and he has confidence to deliver the ball. That's basically how you get a quarterback ready for any game.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they're either Dillon Gabriel's gun shy in the game because he doesn't want to make mistakes, hence he hasn't turned the ball over yet.
Yeah.
And he needs to let it rip a little bit.
Let it rip. Like, now's the time. We just said this is a golden opportunity. You kind of have, not nothing to lose, but this is a Patriots, team. You're on the road. This is a team that should, win. They're 5-2 in first place. Like, take a couple shots. You're going to have to play aggressive to beat this team. So now's the time. I guess, is it concerning with Tommy Rees saying, that starts with us as coaches having to put him in the right position? Is that almost throwing shade at Stefanski as a play caller?
I think it's more having ownership.
Okay.
Instead of like saying Dillon Gabriel needs to do this stuff. He didn't used to be trigger shy or gun shy. Like, that's kind of calling him out. And I think Tommy Rees wants to make sure, hey, it's on us as coaches. Like, we got to do better. We got to give him the looks. It's making excuses for Dillon Gabriel and blaming themselves.
Yeah, 100%. Rees also had this to say on Gabriel's performance against the Dolphins last week. He said, obviously, it starts with taking care of the football. The difference in that game and the weather was our ability to have great ball security. It starts with the quarterback and the center and the exchanges. For Dillon individually to manage the game in tough conditions, especially early, there are some plays that's probably not thrown because you get a ball that's wet, and he made those right decisions to take care of it. So whether it was extending plays with his legs and scrambling, proud of him in that manner. It's not an easy situation. Third start of his career to play in the first half environment, but his ability to continue to make good decisions and to take care of the ball gives us a chance.
Yeah.
So again, just kind of reiterates the fact that the Browns are really kind of hammering home the fact that they just want him to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and in that game, I was there. The first half was raining. It was gross. It was awful. Like, you definitely don't want to force throws in those conditions with a wet football.
Yeah.
The second half, it didn't dry out. Obviously, the field was wet, but it stopped raining at least. And maybe could have pushed a couple balls, made a couple risky throws, but again, the ball's still wet. Like, I have no problem with how he played in that game. My problem is that it's been every game, not just the rain game.
Yeah, no, 100%. I guess my other question for you now on the offensive side of the ball is, I guess honestly, what I'm looking for is, I almost want Dillon Gabriel to throw an interception this week, and not just to promote the Shador, as QB1 narrative, but like, I want to see how he reacts after he makes a mistake, right?
Yeah.
I want to see how he responds to that. And I would love it if an interception came on a throw 10 plus yards downfield. I want to see what he looks like making those big time throws. And I want to see how he can, overcome a little adversity, because he hasn't really dealt with much. He hasn't been asked to do much, which is part of it, but I want to see what it's like for him to, face a tough challenge and kind of see how he overcomes it.
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
is kind of the next check for me
Yep.
in terms of my overall process of, I guess, evaluation of Dillon Gabriel, which to this point, I'm not thoroughly impressed with what he's done. So
No.
That's my take on the offense. I want to get one more commercial break here and then close it out. I want to ask you about what the defense and how Jim Schwartz can kind of make, present challenges for Drake May, and then get to your super chats.
That sounds good. Super chat it up. We'll be here till you stop. That's what we do. We'll be right back after this. It's that time of year, Menace Army. We got a nice resume in the bank. We got analytics that actually can tell a story, and it's time to capitalize with a little sports betting. And our partners over at MyBookie are the perfect sports book to get you right. Your fantasy league may pay bragging rights, but MyBookie, they pay cash. And let's go get these parlays and make them hit. Right now is the perfect time to get ahead of the curve. With college football well underway, NFL kind of finding out who's good, who's not. Who thought the Colts would be good? We can now start putting our knowledge to work, make our money work for us. And if you're brand new to betting, you haven't been on MyBookie, you get a little extra juice. Sign up with promo code Menace, drop in $100, and MyBookie's going to give you $50 for free. Go bigger, get more for your money. And at the end of the day, take that free $50 and let's start building this bankroll as we get deeper and deeper into football season. The action's heating up, the odds are moving, and this season's shaping up to be a good one already. Don't miss it. Bet big anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. There you have it. This is sports book. We got it all covered. You don't have to pay subscriptions anymore. You get a little buzz on with some THC. Got your gambling sports book for you. We got it all.
Sounds like the makings for a perfect weekend.
It really does. That and a blowjob. What else do you need?
Not much, man. Not much. All right, Zach. Jim Schwartz and this defense has been balling out all year. Specifically, I mean, last weekend they made life hell for Tua and Miami. Tua had those 3 brutal interceptions. We were talking before the show. McDaniel basically telling him to hit the bench, bring in Quinn Ewers after the last one.
Yeah.
Do you think that now Drake May on the other side of things, he looks like the best second-year quarterback so far this year, not only record-wise, but how he's playing.
Yeah,
everyone's comparing him to the next Tom Brady.
Right. And let's relax. But he's playing outstanding. I mean, 12 touchdowns, only 2 picks. Drake May's been killing it. And I mean, there's been times this year where you watch him play, you're like, this is one of the best teams in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they look incredible when they were in those just nasty alternate uniforms.
Oh yeah.
On Sunday night? Oh shit. They looked legit.
Yeah. They have one of the best.
It'll just be interesting to see what Jim Schwartz and his defense do, right? Because if you look at the Patriots, they're not a great rushing team. Ramondre Stevenson is okay. In a world where with our offensive line situation, Quinshon Judkins averages 4.3 yards a carry. Ramondre Stevenson is averaging 3.55. So almost a yard, a yard less. And so if Cleveland can shut down the run, force Drake May to throw, which is what their identity kind of is anyways, it's a matter of, all right, if our coverage just holds up a little bit, let Miles, let that D-line go eat. Let them make his life hell. I think if they can get after Drake May, the Browns have a shot in this game. If the Patriots do a great job getting the ball out of his hand, maybe like chipping and helping in pass pro, then I think this is not going to be this won't be a game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even like, oh, then they'll win. I mean, they might cover. Quick.
No, I mean, they're gonna need to force multiple turnovers in this game, I think, to have a chance. You're on the road. This Patriots team, like we said, has won 4 in a row. If you're Miles and company, you want to make life hell for Drake May and force him into some uncomfortable throws. That way you can maybe get some deflections to get some interceptions off that. But yeah, if they don't make life hell for Drake May, this seems like the type of game, the way he's playing, where if he has time in the pocket, he's just going to carve up this secondary. That's kind of been hit or miss so far for the Browns. They played a lot of zone coverage last week and it worked in Miami. Do you think you run zone coverage again versus a second-year quarterback, or do you think Jim Schwartz goes back to a heavy man play style, which is what he normally does?
I mean, I think zone was appropriate for Tua. I think I think he's going to have to do both. He's going to have to mix and match. Mm-hmm. But I really want to see Stephon Diggs and Denzel. Let's just handle that. Yeah. And I mean, I think man coverage, we match up really well. As long as Denzel plays well and Stephon Diggs, I think man is a great answer, a great option.
I think so too. And we've talked about how, obviously Stephon Diggs is the wide receiver 1 over there, but he's not the wide receiver 1 of 4 years ago when he was in Buffalo.
No.
But you look at this Patriots team and the weapons, I mean, Kayshon Boutte, Mac Hollins, Hunter Henry, DeMario Douglas, Austin Hooper. It's just like a bunch of mid weapons for Drake May. So I do think that we have the advantage against their skill position guys.
I do too.
Honestly, the one guy who I think would be a matchup nightmare for us is Travion Henderson, but they don't play him. So.
No, they don't. He's kind of the lost weapon.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I can't figure it out. Maybe he can't learn the playbook. I don't know I don't know the reason.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Who knows? But yeah, I guess give me your final score prediction for Sunday.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Zach Smith, final score prediction. Are you being optimistic or are you going to be realistic here?
No, I'm going to be realistic. I think 21-10 Patriots roll.
Okay.
I'm kind of rooting for it at this point. I know you still have a little optimistic glimmer in your eye, but
I can't give up yet.
I've given up, and I really want it to happen sooner than later. I want Dillon Gabriel benched. I want.
Well, here we go. I guess because you're going to bring up Stefanski here. If the Browns offense lays an egg against New England, does that heat up Stefanski right back to where it was 2 weeks ago before the Miami game?
I mean, I think so. Right. I mean, his seat didn't cool off. It's just they let him sit in a different seat for a minute. It's like, no, it's still pretty hot. We don't believe in this, what you're doing right now. you just played a terrible Dolphins team and finally looked better, but the defense also gifted you
field
position and 7 points.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, let's see if the offense can do anything. Because our best two things we did offensively is turnovers from our defense and flags from the refs. Those were the two biggest impacts on us scoring points.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could replicate that every week. Let's hope New England just fucking pass interferes and gets its first downs through the flags.
That's it. Underthrow those deep routes and then let
hopefully
them
get a PI.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is, we're going to be covered. So we're going to be covered. So just throw it to them. Maybe we'll get a PI.
That's what you got to hope for. I'm going to agree. I think the Patriots do win. As much as I'll be rooting for the Browns and as much as I think that, the defense can keep them in this game, what we've seen from Drake May over the last 4 weeks, he just looks like a different animal right now. He looks like the best quarterback from last year's draft class. And I think until I see any sort of glimmer of hope from Dillon Gabriel, it's hard for me to pick the Browns in any game right now. So give me the Patriots. I think 20-14 or 20-13. Again, kind of similar to you. I think it'll be low scoring.
Yeah.
But the Browns just, I don't think, have enough offense to get it done.
I certainly don't either.
All right. Got some super chats here. Ben Hartman, thanks to two, our resident Pats fan, delusional Pat. Braves and Co. going belt to ass.
I agree.
I'm delusional, but I'm cautiously delusional this week. I'm not that. I mean, I think the Patriots are going to win.
Yes.
So, less delusional than most.
No, there's not a lot of people that think that Browns are going to win this football game.
That's true. Patrick, thanks for the 5. Hey, coach, remember when you told me to smoke crack or be a Vikings fan? I think I will smoke crack. Any room on the couch?
Come on over, bub.
Oh, man, dude. Yeah,
it's coming off the second best record in the NFC. You let Sam Darnold walk, and this is the shit you're watching. Crack might be the best option.
Literally, me and my roommate were talking about it last night watching the game. Like, I know that if you're a Viking, if you're your Vikings front office member, you kind of had to let Sam Darnold go because you drafted JJ McCarthy in the first round. But like, god damn, watching him hoop like this in Seattle.
Like Atlanta didn't force Kirk Cousins to walk. Like, couldn't you have kept him just in case?
To be a backup?
Or like what are the odds that JJ McCarthy struggles or gets hurt? Like,
yeah, I mean, I guess you can't predict that, right? And Darnold wasn't going to sit around to be a backup. He would have demanded a trade at that point.
I mean, I think it's different when you have Michael Penix Jr., who looked decent, right? You don't know what JJ McCarthy is going into the year. I think you had to have a solid second option for if things go poorly, let alone if he gets hurt, but if things don't go well.
Yeah, but like Carson Wentz is supposed to be that. Like that's a high end. That's a high end backup in the league. It's not like it's a Tyler Huntley or
true.
Josh or Quinn Ewers in Miami type of situation. Like Carson Wentz is an experienced veteran, played at an MVP level early on in his career. So, but man, the way Sam Darnold is hooping now, if Minnesota had Sam Darnold this year, like you'd think they'd be right back to where they were last year.
You'd think so. That's my
quarterback
point.
Play has hurt him big time this
when
year.
They let him walk. The number one thing I said, they must really like JJ McCarthy, and they better be right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, from what we've seen from JJ McCarthy, he doesn't look the part, and now he's hurt. So far, it looks like they were wrong.
100%. Coach Zach, thanks for the 5. I'm joining late, so not sure if you mentioned it, but did y'all see what Eddie said about the Titans owner?
I did. I forget the exact quote, but he was talking that shit.
Yeah, basically saying I think she set the franchise back like whatever decades.
Yep.
Which hard to argue that at this point. We've seen what the Titans have done in recent memory. So yeah, it's been brutal. It's been brutal for the Titans there. And it probably won't get easier this week against the Colts, who look like a fucking wagon, man. I still can't believe every week that we get on the show and talk about how good the Colts are. It just doesn't seem real.
I mean, his exact quote was, he fears the Titans have put themselves in a hole that continues to get bigger with each firing, including Mike Vrabel as coach in 2023 and 2 general managers over the last 4 years. He believes that set the franchise back at least a decade and maybe more.
Yeah.
So he didn't directly take a shot at her, but referenced her decision-making.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's the same thing that we've seen with the Browns for so many years. When you have that much turnover year in and year out in the front office and on the coaching staff, it's hard to Hard to find consistency. That's where I've been lenient with Stefanski for so many years, and he's shown us moments, but we're just going this way now, and hard to back Stefanski for much longer.
Oh, it's not. I'm done. There's nothing he do to get me to back him now.
Oh man, but that's all we got super chat wise. Zach, get us on out of here on this Freaky Friday.
We appreciate you, Menace Army. Pound Town. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy NFL football and college football. Just enjoy the weekend. Yeah. Have a great pre-Halloween weekend. Because next weekend it's spooky season. And we'll be live at Yogi's, by the way, Henderson Road next Friday on Halloween. Wear your costume. Best costume gets a box. How about that? There's a little sweepstakes for you, a little contest.
I like that. I like
best costume at Yogi's on next Friday gets a free box. We appreciate you, Pound Town. Menace out.